Welcome in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons, and you are tuned into Front Range League Baseball. We got a great matchup for you today between the Morgan County Wranglers and the Nebraska Outlaws. Nebraska Outlaws have been playing a lot of baseball, and when they have played the Wranglers have had their number. These Wranglers are now 4-0 after another win on Tuesday in Brush against these Outlaws. On the mound tonight between these two, it is going to be Jack Banning for the Outlaws, making his first Outlaws start. And he will be going up against Evan Dyer, who pitched in just less than 1 inning in his first appearance against these Outlaws. He was removed because of injury. He struggled with command in that start. One would assume that is because of said injury. But he is back on the mound tonight against the Outlaws. And we will see what he can do here today. We will be right back with those starting lineups here on the Platte Valley pregame show.
We got Larray here. He's going to throw out here to Gering. Are you ready? Nobody's watching, so go ahead. Okay, forget the whole eligibility thing. Hey, little Hey, thank you for being here at Platte Valley Bank. We got 3 party decks in on Thursdays. We appreciate them. They're one of our biggest sponsors, and we're glad to have them with us. And we will get back to you, Bill. We'll have to do tonight. Back on track tomorrow. And I want everybody to let everybody know the Pioneers will be back on the field tomorrow night. We are coming back to full strength very quickly, and very positive things are happening. So tomorrow night, Pioneers are back on the field. Have fun tonight. Bill, back to you. All right, thank you, Jack.
From the first moment I saw you, I knew I had to make you mine. Wanted to know everything about.
Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons, and you are tuned into Front Range League Baseball here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gering, Nebraska. Let's get those starting lineups to you. Starting for the visiting Morgan County Wranglers, leading off and playing second base, it'll be Percy Odell, the Brush native. Then hitting second and playing catcher, it will be Braden Ferguson. Hitting 3 and playing first base, it will be the big man, Landon Calabrese. Then hitting cleanup, the always dangerous bat that's had his number against these Outlaws, the DH tonight, Ty Ramsey. Hitting fifth and playing center field, it'll be Nick Griffin. Then playing left and hitting sixth, it'll be Noah Dupaya. Then hitting seven and playing right field, it'll be Tegan Riley. Then one of the international players for these Wranglers, it'll be Hoshi Yusei playing shortstop tonight. And rounding out that Wranglers lineup, it'll be Jack Van Gorkum who's playing third. And on the mound tonight for the Wranglers, it'll be Evan Dyer. Then for the home team, Nebraska Outlaws, leading off and playing second base, it'll be the veteran bat in Braden Basie. Hitting two, it'll be the pitcher-converted outfielder who made one heck of a play here a couple nights ago in Tegan Maloney. Hitting third, leading the Outlaws in RBIs, it is Jaden Barrio. He will be playing center field tonight. Then hitting fourth from north of the border and playing first base, it'll be Lee Jones. Hitting sixth and playing left, it'll be Seth Onnested. Hitting seventh and playing third, it'll be C.J. King. Behind the dish tonight, it'll be Grayson Matlock. Then rounding out that order, it'll be the kid from Anchorage, Alaska, Gideon Leslie, who's playing shortstop tonight. And as we said, Jack Banning will be on the bump tonight. Recently committed to Warner Pacific, which is an NAIA. Just finished up 2 seasons at Cerro Coso Community College in California. He's the Utah native. This is his first start for the Outlaws. He's normally been a reliever for this team. Carter Reisig supposed to go tonight. Had a little bit of back trouble, so a little bit of a late scratch here for the Outlaws. Reisig pitched incredible, though, back on Monday evening, where he went 3 shutout innings, striking out 7. And the Outlaws got some backup here today. Yesterday, Alon Seepersad, just outside of Toronto, Canada, came in. He just finished up his freshman season at Highland College in Illinois. So it'll be interesting to see him. He might be possibly coming out of that bullpen, a hard-throwing righty for these Outlaws. Both head coaches and the umpires meeting at the plate. Behind the dish tonight, it'll be Phil Gomes. And then in the field, it'll be Josh Wagner. The head coaches for both of these teams, the Outlaws, it'll be Zach McCoy. And for the visiting Morgan County Wranglers, it'll be T.C. Fairfield. We'll be right back with the national anthem and the first pitch here on the Front Range League Network.
About you, I didn't want to waste no time. What's something I can do for you, darling, that would make you smile? I'll bring you flowers, girl, enough to see for miles. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. I love your style, and I love your grace. Said I love to put a smile on your pretty little face. I love it when you're close to me. That's where I want you to always be. I didn't know when I found you that I would find a love so true. And you can see change, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours.
Come back in, folks. We're going to do that national anthem real quick, and first pitch will be underway right after that. I am Bob Parsons. You are tuned into the Front Range League Network. You are tuned into Front Range League Baseball.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Rendition of our Star-Spangled Banner there. First pitch will be getting underway pretty soon here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium here in Gering, Nebraska. And here comes the starting pitcher, Jack Banning. Banning is going to be coming from the side with mid to high 80s fastball. His battery mate will be Grayson Matlock. Both pitchers tonight have brothers on the team. However, both brothers are catchers. However, both are not behind the dish for their teams tonight. Kyle Dyer underwent an injury in that Tuesday game, so you got to wonder if he's not in the lineup due to precaution. And Zach McCoy has been running a cycle with his three catchers so far this year, so similar to the starting rotation, he's got a catching rotation, so it happens to be Grayson Matlock's turn in the order. Banning will use that fastball. He struggled with control at times this year. Be interesting to see how he works from the starting role tonight. Possibly need to get more innings, although this is just a 7-inning game between these two Front Range League foes. And that ball is going to go down to second base, and digging into the right-handed batter's box is going to be Percy Odell. Percy Odell, the Brush, Colorado native. First pitch misses for ball one. Banning sets. The 1-0. Checks the swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Count's getting even at 1-1 here. Banning gets the sign. Sets. The 1-1 on its way. Lands for strike two. The 1-2 on its way. Misses behind Odell. Count will even at 2-2. We've been talking about it all season. These starters want to be efficient with their outs and limit the free passes, which has been an issue for just about every team in this Front Range League so far early on in this summer. The 2-2 on its way. Misses in for ball three. Count's going to run full. The 3-2 misses low and away for ball four, and that is how the action will start tonight. Percy Odell with the leadoff walk, and in comes the catcher, Braden Ferguson. The Wranglers stole a lot back on Tuesday in Brush. It'll be interesting to see how aggressive they are on the base pass tonight. The 0 to Ferguson. Ground ball to second base. Basie going to try and turn two. They'll get the lead runner. Bit of a risky play, but Basie is able to get that lead runner. Able to fire it down there to second base to Gideon Leslie. And in steps Landon Calabrese. Just outside of Denver, Colorado, attending Shoreline Community College, just north of Seattle, Washington. The 0-0 to him. And that's going to hit him. And now there's going to be a runner in scoring position with just one out here for the Wranglers. Now it's the dangerous bat of Ty Ramsey, who had a big game a couple weeks ago in Brush. That first game at Brush, he hit 2 solo home runs. First pitch to Ramsey. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Should be playable. Just on the cut of the outfield grass is Braden Basie for out number 2. In steps Nick Griffin. The first pitch to him misses low and away for ball 1. Banning sets, delivers, misses low and away again. It is now 2-0 here on the Wranglers center fielder. Banning checks second, the 2-0 on its way. Misses away, is now 3-0. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the first. 3-0 on its way to Griffin. Misses away for ball 4, and the bases will be loaded here with 2 outs and Noah Dupaya up at the plate. A 4-pitch walk after getting that second out. And Jack Banning's put himself into a little bit of trouble here. The Outlaws have been really good with 2 outs this season offensively. See if the Wranglers can give them a taste of a little bit of their own medicine here. The 0-0 to Dupaya. It's going to hit him, and that's going to score a run. An RBI hit by pitch by Noah Dupaya. And that is how the scoring starts today. It looked like Banning was going to get out of this inning without any damage. But back-to-back free passes scores a run. And now it's the right fielder, Tegan Riley. First pitch to him is grounded back up the middle. Basie's going to dive. Flip to Leslie. Nice little play there and shows the positive chemistry of this Outlaws team. Basie making 2 plays over there at second base, but that doesn't stop the first run from scoring on a hit by pitch. It is 1-0. Wranglers lead the Outlaws. We'll head to the bottom of the first here on the Front Range League Network. Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into Front Range League Baseball here on the Front Range League Network. Evan Dyer is going to be on the bump today for the Wranglers. He was removed early from last Saturday's matchup between these two teams. He's going to be a right-hander from Cabrillo College in Aptos, California, just 15 minutes north of his hometown of Watsonville, California. He's going to be standing at 6 foot 190 in the Northern California area. He's going to have to face the veteran bat of Basie here to lead off the inning. Basie hit well the last time he played these Wranglers, having 2 separate RBI singles, leading to 3 RBIs for him. wind from Dyer. The first pitch to Basie. Swung on and missed. A big hack there from Basie. Dyer winds the 0-1. Misses low and away for ball one. Basie's going to put together a good at-bat for the Outlaws just about every time up the plate, whether that's attacking the first pitch and putting in barrel on ball or just working a long at-bat and tiring out that pitcher early. The wind, the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off to the right side, out of play, is now 1-2. Let's see if Basie can battle here once again for the Outlaws. Basie waggling his bat in that right-handed batter's box. The wind, the 1-2. Swung on, hit hard, back up the middle. Is that going to get down? It will. Basie's going to have yet another leadoff single against these Wranglers. And just a good approach at the plate. Hitting the ball hard right back up the middle. Now here's the guy that went yard the last time he was in the lineup against the Wranglers. It was at Eddie Underwood Field that has that short center field fence. But he has swung a good bat since he got here to Gering. Basie takes a lead. They're going to throw over. And they say he was safe. A close play, though. Basie has been known to steal. Although he's referred to as Gramps by the other Outlaws. The 0-0 to Maloney. Misses high for ball one. The Outlaws are a scrappy team with that positive chemistry, never really feeling like they're out of a game. The 1-0 misses. That's going to get to the backstop. Basie's going to get to second standing. And there's now a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the first for the Outlaws. Shortstop, Yusei, goes behind Basie. And that ball's hit well out to right center field. Moving back on it are the outfielders, and that ball is gone! Tegan Maloney! A big fly from Tegan Maloney puts the Outlaws ahead. He's got the state record for strikeouts in New Mexico, but he doesn't care. He can swing the bat, too. That's his second home run of the year. And that is his second in just as many games starting in the lineup against the Wranglers. And he got all of that one, hitting that one out to right center field. It is now 2-1, the Outlaws lead. And now is the man leading these Outlaws in RBIs, Jaden Barrio out of East Vale, California. The wind, the 0-0. Lands for strike one. It's always interesting to see how these pitchers respond to giving up a home run and trying not to let those mistakes compound. That one just got too much of the plate for Tegan Maloney, and he did not miss it. The 0-1 to Barrio lands for strike two. And they get that lead immediately after losing it in the top of the first. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike three and out number one for Evan Dyer. And now you got another powerful lefty bat in Lee Jones coming to the plate. We often see wind here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, although there is not much today. So nothing pushing up against that ball, soaring out to right center field. The 0-0 to Jones. That's going to come inside. Jones made it clear with the second Canadian being on the team that he is actually from Toronto, and Alan Sepersod is from outside of Toronto. Lee grew up near where the Weekend grew up as well, just a couple blocks away from him. The wind, the 1-0. Swung on, hit hard, down the line. That's a fair ball. That could be extra bases for Jones. He's going to motor into second base. The throw is not going to get there in time. He's going to slide in safely. And these lefties have had Dyer's number. First, the home run by Maloney, then the double by Jones. And now is Kingston Lee, the Big Island native, digging into that right-handed batter's box for these Outlaws. The 0-0 to Kingston. Swung on, popped up into right field. Riley's under it. Makes the throw in. Lee Jones will not tag. That's going to bring up Seth Onnested with 2 outs here and a runner on second base. And when Seth has a good game, he has a good game. He had that big 6 RBI game back in the opener between the Pioneers and the Outlaws. Then he also had a 3 RBI game against the Pioneers just last week. Seth Onnested does have the power to put the ball out of the yard, but he just needs a single to score Jones here with 2 outs. The 0-0 to him. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Dyer gets the sign. The 0-1 on its way. Swung on and missed on the high fastball for strike 2 in Dyer's head. 0-2. Onnested trying to extend this inning and get Jones in, who hit that 1-out double. The lefties have seen Dyer well in this inning. The 0-2. Misses high. That's going to get to the backstop. Lee Jones is going to motor into third base standing. And it just got a whole lot easier to score that run. Not that it was going to be any issue if that ball found outfield grass with this slow outfield. And Lee Jones running on contact with 2 outs. But now you got to make sure that ball does not get to the backstop once again. Onnested steps out. Dyer's going to go from the wind here. The only other lefty in this order, 2 other lefties are going to be the switch hitting C.J. King and Grayson Matlock, hitting 7 and 8. As that ball misses high and away for ball 2. King waits on deck. Be interesting to see how he does against them, after both lefties in the top part of this order taking advantage of Dyer. The 2-2 swung on, hit well out to right center field. Ranging over is Riley. He's going to make the catch for out number 3, but not before Tegan Maloney puts one out to right center field and puts the Outlaws up 2-1 here going into the top of the second inning. You are tuned into the Front Range League Network. Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons, and you are tuned into Front Range League Baseball here on the Front Range League Network. Both teams score in the first inning, although the Outlaws best the Wranglers in that one as Tegan Maloney hits a 2-run home run, scoring him and Braden Basie to start this one. See if Jack Banning can respond after giving up that run on the hit by pitch. First time today he'll be pitching with a lead, and it'll be 8-9-1 for the Wranglers. Leading off will be Hoshi Yusei, one of these international players for the Wranglers out of Japan. The first pitch from Banning lands for strike one. Here in the top of the second, the 0-1. Lands for strike two. And that is what pitching coach AC preaches, is landing those off speeds for strike, and Banning is able to do it there. The 0-2. Misses low. The 1-2. Swung on, hit well. Out into that center field gap. Barrio cannot get it as he dives and misses it. Yusei's going to motor, trying to get to 3. The relay is not going to be in time. Hoshi Yusei will have a leadoff triple. Barrio laying out for that one out in center. Cannot haul it in, and now is going to be Jack Van Gorkum with an RBI opportunity here, with the infield now playing back as they are giving up that run to try and just get that first out of the inning. The 0 to Van Gorkum. Misses for ball one. The 1-0. Misses high for ball two with the off speed. If you're Banning, you want to try and limit the walks. Try and be as efficient as possible here in this starter role for the first time this year for the Outlaws. And that ball is going to get by Matlock. Motoring home is Yusei, and there will not even be a throw. And that is how the first run of this second inning will score. It is now 2-2. Wranglers tie the Outlaws here in the top of the second. Still nobody out. A 3-0 pitch coming to Jack Van Gorkum. The 3-0. Misses wide for ball four. First two runners have reached in this inning. Hoshi Yusei with the leadoff triple. Then Van Gorkum with the 4-pitch walk. Banning was able to get a couple ground balls last inning. He'd love to get another one here and try and get a quick 2 outs here in the top of the second. Prevent as much damage as possible and keep this game tied. Van Gorkum's going to go. The throw down to second will be in time. Grayson Matlock, just about as perfect of a throw as you can get. Threw it right to the bag. And Van Gorkum is cut down here for the first out of the top of the second. 1-0 to the leadoff man, Odell. It's going to hit him. The second hit by pitch of the day for Banning. And all three runners have reached in this inning. Yusei with the leadoff triple. Gorkum with the walk, cut down, trying to steal second. Then Van Gorkum hit by a pitch. Pardon me, Odell hit by a pitch. And that ball's going to get away from Matlock. And Odell is going to cruise into second there. Runner in scoring position. And that ball's going to get to the backstop again. And Odell's going to cruise into third. Banning now has to work around a runner at third. The infield's still playing back. The pitch is hit well and high out to left field. Onnested has a read on it. And Odell thought it was 2 outs, so he's unable to tag. A deep fly out to left field there for Braden Ferguson. In steps Landon Calabrese. First pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike one. The 0-1 is fouled back. Now 0-2 on the first baseman for the Wranglers. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike three, and that is going to end the top of the second. Wranglers get one back on the leadoff triple by Hoshi Yusei. It is 2-2 here on the Front Range League Network. We'll be right back. We are back here, folks, on the Front Range League Network. And Evan Dyer is on for his second inning. And is going to be the switch hitting C.J. King. First pitch to him, swung on, fouled back for strike one. This is going to be King, Matlock, and Leslie. Evan Dyer on for his second inning of work. Gave up that 2-run home run. Ball is grounded to second base. Fielded, throw on to first is in time for out number 1. And in steps to that left-handed batter's box, the switch-hitting catcher Grayson Matlock out of the Houston area. First pitch to him misses low and in for ball 1. The 1-0 is popped up, and that's going to get down for a single into center field for Grayson Matlock. He's trying to get on base for the top of the order here. In steps Gideon Leslie, the Anchorage native, trying to turn this order over, and that ball's going to get to the backstop for a wild pitch, and Leslie's going to have an RBI opportunity here in the 9-hole. Leslie with those bright pink batting gloves digging into that right-handed batter's box. The 1-0 gets away from the catcher again. It's now going to be Matlock on third with just one out. Be interesting to see how the infield plays this one. They want to cut it off or not. Looks like they're playing back. They're letting that run get in. We have seen some high-scoring affairs so far in Front Range League action. The 2-0 misses. Good pick there by Ferguson behind the plate. And Dyer having a little bit of control issues here at the bottom of the order. He's got a 3-0 pitch going to Gideon Leslie here. That one lands on the outer half for strike 1. Leadoff man Basie awaits on deck. He hit a single his last time up. The 3-1 to Leslie. Misses for ball 4 just outside. And it's going to be runners on the corners here for the leadoff man Basie, who singled and then scored his last time up. They're going to try and get Leslie over at first. He dives back in safely. Be interesting to see if he goes here. Try and get rid of that inning-ending double play. It's a 2-2 game. Outlaws trying to change that. Leslie goes. Check swing by Basie. He goes. Gideon Leslie is just going to take second base. Tries doing the old first and third trick play, just stopping in between the two. Catcher Ferguson does not fall for it, just lets him take second base. But it is a strike there on Basie. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled off for strike 2. Basie's going to have to fight here to stay alive. The wine. 0-2. Swung on, foul back. Outlaws trying to respond to that run scored in the top half by the Wranglers. The wind by Dyer. Swung on and missed. Basie's going to try and go to first. They're going to throw over in time for out number 2. Tegan Maloney is last time up. Hit a home run out to right center field. See if he can keep swinging this hot bat here against the Wranglers. The 0-0 to him. Misses low. That's going to get by the catcher. That's going to score a run. Both runners will move up. Grayson Matlock is going to score on that wild pitch. Leslie's going to move into third. The Outlaws regain the lead. Maloney trying to add on to it, though. Runner on third, 2 outs. The bottom of the second. Outlaws lead 3-2. That ball's hit out to left field. On the line, ranging over. It's out of play. It's now 1-1 here on Tegan Maloney, the New Mexico native. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Tegan Maloney trying to battle back, put together a team at bat here to extend this inning. Gideon Leslie takes his lead at third. The wind by Dyer. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Dyer gets out of the jam, just allowing 1 run. His 3-2 Outlaws lead here on the Front Range League Network. Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into Front Range League Baseball. The Outlaws lead 3-2. Jack Banning on for his third inning of work here. It will not be an easy task with Ramsey, Griffin, and Dupaya coming to the plate. Ramsey and Griffin have both homered against these Outlaws already this year. Ramsey digs into that right-handed batter's box. The delivery from Banning misses away for ball one. The 1-0 lands for strike one. We're just playing 7 today, but it's already looking like this one's going to be a high-scoring affair. As that ball misses low. Ball 2 is now 2-1 here on Ty Ramsey. Both teams scoring in each inning already. That 2-run home run back in the first has been the difference, however. That pitch misses again for ball 3 here on Ramsey. Banning's going to have to battle back to limit another leadoff man for reaching for the Wranglers. The 3-1 swung on and missed on the off speed. The count's going to go full. The leadoff man has reached in the first 2 so far for the Wranglers. Banning would love to end that trend here. The payoff on its way. Swung on and missed on the off speed for strike 3. Used the off speed twice to put down Ty Ramsey for out number 1 in this one. Second strikeout of the day for Banning. Now digging into that right-handed batter's box is going to be the center fielder, Nick Griffin. First pitch to him. It's going to be inside for ball 1. Banning's already hit 2 batters today. One of them being an RBI. The 1-0 grounded over to second base. Basie Fields flips to first in time for out number 2. A quick 2 outs to start this top of the third for Jack Banning, and that's what you love to see if you're Coach Zach McCoy. Outlaws will be playing again tomorrow night as well as Sunday. So you're trying to conserve that bullpen as much as possible. First pitch to Dupaya is hit well down the line. That's going to get off the wall. Dupaya is looking for extra bases. The throw into second base is not in time. So a 2-out double by Dupaya. It looks like Sepersod is down in the bullpen there. Well, he's walking back to the dugout. Maybe just starting to think about the idea of bringing somebody else in. There is somebody getting warm down that Wranglers bullpen. Runner on second after the Dupaya double. First pitch to Riley. Misses low for ball one. The 1-0 lands for strike one. Banning sets. The 1-1 delivery. Swung on, hit hard down the line, but foul. It's going to be now 1-2 here on Tegan Riley. The 1-2 on its way. Swung on, hit over to second base softly. Basie Fields throws to first in time just to get Tegan Riley at first to end the inning. And Strand Dupai at second. First zero put up by either pitching staff so far here in the top of the third. You are tuned into the Front Range League Network. Outlaws lead 3-2. Welcome back in. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into the Front Range League Network. Here we are in the bottom of the third inning. It is going to be 3, 4, and 5 for the Outlaws. Barrio, Jones, and Lee. Here to face Dyer in his third inning of work. First zero put up by any pitching so far in this one. That last inning by Jack Banning. Dyer trying to do the same here and keep this one close. The DeBrio tries to bunt, does not pull it back in time for strike one. Dyer gets the sign, winds, the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike two. Lee Jones, who doubled in his last AB. Awaits on deck. The 0-2 on its way. Misses out for ball one. The lefties today are 3 for 4 off of Dyer's, 3 for 5 off of Dyer's so far. Maloney had that big home run. Jones had a double. And Matlock had a single. The 1-2. Misses low. Barrio holds. First base umpire Josh Wagner says he does not go. So it'll be 2-2 here on Jaden Barrio. Outlaws looking to add to their lead here. The wind, the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Dyer starts the third with a strikeout. That's his third straight strikeout, going back to last inning. In steps the Toronto kid, Lee Jones. The 0 to him, swung on and missed. He was looking to do damage with that one. Second pitch misses low. Count's going to even at 1-1. The 1-1. Swan hit well out to right center field. Going back on it. And that's going to be off the wall. Jones is going to have his second double of the day. And the lefties continue to mash here against Evan Dyer. Jones awaits on second. The first pitch to Kingston Lee misses high for ball 1. The 1-0 lands for strike 1. It is now 2-1 here on Kingston Lee. Two one. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Pardon me, strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. Digging in now is the dangerous right-handed hitter, Seth Onstead. First pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 misses up and in. That's going to get to the backstop. Lee Jones is going to motor into third base. Now 1-1 here on Seth Onestad as he's looking to add on. Lee Jones would love to not get stranded out at second base with 2 one-out doubles. Just 3 innings here. The 1-1. Misses wide for ball 2. Switch hitting C.J. King awaits on deck. The 2-1. Misses high for ball 3. And you just see that positive energy oozing out of the Outlaws dugout. And the moxie they're showing on the base pass and in the box. If you think they're being loud and energetic now, just see them playing Mafia on the bus rides. The wind, the 3-1. Misses low for ball 4, and Onestad flips the bat. Then in steps C.J. King with runners on the corners here and 2 outs. And out comes T.C. Fairfield. Don't think he's going to go to the pen here. Probably just talking to him. He is a pitching coach over at Coalinga College. So just trying to fire up his pitcher to finish this inning off without any more runs scoring. C.J. King, the only one of these 4 lefties to yet to reach today. He grounded out to second in his 1 at-bat so far. Matlock awaits on deck. He's singled in his 1 at-bat. Maloney had the homer, and Lee Jones has the 2 doubles. First pitch to him. Lands for strike 1. Seems like that meeting from T.C. Fairfield went well. The 0-1. Onestad is going to motor into second base, and that's going to get rid of the force. And make the 2-out single here possibly a 2 RBI single if he's able to find some outfield grass. Dyer steps off. King steps out of that left-handed batter's box. C.J. King out of Clovis, California, just outside of Fresno in the Central Valley. One of many California kids on this roster. The 1-1 grounded right back to the pitcher. Dyer's going to flip it to Calabrese at first for out number 3. Both pitching staffs put up zeros in the third. It is 3-2 Outlaws here on the Front Range League Network. Welcome back in, folks, to some Front Range League action. I'm Bob Parsons, and the Outlaws lead the Wranglers 3-2 here as Jack Banning is on for his fourth inning of work here in his first start as an Outlaw. He's come out of relief before. The 0-0 to Hoshi Yusei misses. Yusei led off the second inning with a triple he later scored. The 1-0 misses. It is now 2-0 here on the 8-hitter and shortstop tonight for the Wranglers. It's going to be 8-9-1 this inning. The 2-0 misses low for ball 3. No action down there in the Outlaws bullpen. The 3-0 misses for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to start the inning for the Wranglers offense, and in steps the third baseman, Jack Van Gorkum. Jack Van Gorkum in the last matchup this last Tuesday walked twice, singled once, and went 1 for 3. He also reached on an error. Also scored a couple times. That pitch misses, gets to the backstop. Yusei is going to get in the second. It's 1-0 here on Van Gorkum, and it's 5 straight balls to start the inning for Banning. The 1-0 misses high for ball 2. Banning trying to hang on to that lead that the Outlaws regained back in the bottom of the second. The 2-0 misses in for ball 3. Banning sets. 3-0 on its way. Lands for strike 1. Banning checks the runner, the 3-1 on its way. Lands for strike 2. He's able to climb back after falling down 3-0. The 3-2 swung on, grounded foul. We'll do the payoff once again. Banning sets, checks the runner. Payoff on its way. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. This next pitch will be the 8th of the at-bat. Banning trying to avoid the first two batters reaching. The payoff on its way. Misses low and away for ball 4. It's back-to-back walks to start the top of the 4th inning here. That's also going to turn the lineup over to Percy Odell. And out comes pitching coach AC. Looks like we got a little bit of action possibly down in that Outlaws bullpen. It looks like it's going to be the new fella, Alon Seepersod. I had a chance to talk to Alon earlier today. He's a big Tim Hortons fan. Checks out, given that he's from Ontario, Canada, just outside of Toronto. Attends Highland College up in Illinois. Through almost 25 innings for Highland. The veteran Reisig is also down there with him. First pitch to Odell. Swung on, grounded over to third base. Throw over to second for 1. Throw to first for 2. It's in time. A double play. And a much-needed double play. Great turn by C.J. King, Braden Basie, and Lee Jones. A 5-4-3 double play to get the much-needed second out of this one. Hoshi Yusei stands over at third now. He needs a base hit to get him in, though. The first pitch to Ferguson misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and missed on that off speed for strike 1. Count's going to even at 1-1 here. Banning would love to get out of this inning with no runs once again. The 1-1 misses away. That's going to get by Matlock, and that's going to score a run. That's twice now that Hoshi Yusei has scored on a pitch that gets to the backstop. And that's going to tie up this one. The 2-1 on its way to Ferguson. Swung on, fouled out of the play to the right side. Count's going to even at 2-2. Banning sets, hoping to escape this one with just the 1 run. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled out of play once again to the right side. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 run in. Here in the top of the 4th. We have a tie ball game here in Front Range League play. The 2-2. Just misses outside, and the count's going to run full. The payoff on its way. And it's going to miss in for ball 4. It's the 3rd walk of the inning by Banning. And that is the 9th free pass of the game awarded by Banning. In steps Landon Calabrese, the first baseman for the Wranglers. First pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike one. Banning trying to get through the fourth inning of work here, just allowing the 3 runs. Calabrese swings through that one as well. It is now 0-2. That low arm slot can be tough on the righties. It looks like it's going to hit you, and then it just lands in the strike zone. The 0-2 lands for strike 3. And that's going to do it for the top of the fourth here. The Wranglers tie it 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the fourth here on the Front Range League Network.
Hate it when my doubts and my fears swell up like the ocean. It feels like I could drown in my tears. Everything's overflowing. Scared that I won't get it right, get it right. My nerves are working overtime, overtime. Tell myself to calm down and breathe. Step out of the shadows, into the fire. Don't be afraid to go out on a wire. Live in the moment, turn it louder. This is what you wait for. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta.
And it is welcome back, folks, to Front Range League Network. I'm Bob Parsons, and the Outlaws and the Wranglers are tied in one here on this Thursday evening. Brody Smearer is on for Evan Dyer. Smearer is out of Concordia College, standing in at 6'2". He's from Menifee, California, in Southern California. He was mainly a reliever, making 13 appearances, just 4 starts in his first collegiate season. He's going to face 8, 9, and 1 for these Outlaws as they try and get that lead back. Matlock trying to do what he did last time, set up that top of the order. The single to center. The first pitch to him, swung on, hit out to left. Ranging over on it and diving, and he did not get it. Matlock's going to move into second base, as that catch was not made out in left. So a lead-off double here for the Outlaws, as Dupaya is unable to haul that one in on a great effort and dive. In steps Gideon Leslie. First pitch to him, swung on, fouled off to the right side, could be in play. It's It's going to land over there in that corner for strike one. Gideon Leslie out of Anchorage, Alaska. He'll be attending Highland College again next year, joining Lon Seepersad. As that ball's going to miss high and get to the backstop, Matlock's going to move into third. Leslie's got a prime RBI opportunity here against Brody Smearer. The infield's going to cut it off here, so hard ground ball is likely to get through. Leslie pops it up to the infield. The catcher Ferguson's under it. He makes the grab for out number one. And that's about one of the only things that you could do to not score that run at third. And in steps the leadoff man, Braden Basie. Who's looking to add another RBI single against these Wranglers. So that one goes in and hits him. Basie has been an on-base machine for these Outlaws. And he does it again there. Getting hit by a pitch. It's going to be runners on first and third. Braden Basie with a .579 on-base percentage. I believe that is his 8th hit by pitch on the year. First pitch, Maloney, hit out to center, ranging in on it, and it's going to drop. Maloney's going to have his third RBI of the day on that single, bloop single out to center. Basie's going to get into second. Maloney's 2 for 3 today with a home run and an RBI single. And in steps Jaden Barrio. First pitch to him. Misses high for ball one. The 1-0 misses high for ball two. Barrio with 11 RBIs on the year, leading these Outlaws. The 2-0 miss gets fouled off out of play for strike one. Just behind him is the man on deck and Seth Onnested. Lee Jones and Seth Onnested tied with 10. Barrio has 11. The 2-1. Swung on a miss for strike two. Still just one out in the inning, one run in for the Outlaws. They've regained the lead. Here with runners on first and second. The 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike three. There's now 2 outs in the inning, and in steps the man with 2 doubles already today in Lee Jones. Lee Jones 2 doubles already today. He's looking to add on to this 1-run lead they've regained here. Jones takes time. Standing in at 6'5" in that left-handed batter's box. Ferguson's going to go out to have a meeting on the mound with Smearer. The 0-0 to Jones. Swung on, grounded just in front of the plate. Smearer fields, throws to first. That's going to not be fielded by Calabrese. And Basie will come around to score on the throwing error by Smearer. Jones hits 2 doubles, but his only hit to score a run is that bouncer right in front of home plate. TC Fairfield just, I would assume, asking if that hit him on the foot. But another run comes around to score on that one. Tegan Maloney moves into third base. In steps the man with the highest batting average on this team, Kingston Lee, with a .474 batting average. There goes Lee Jones. He's going to stop in the middle. They try and do the stop in the middle method again, but this time they are not able to get second base. I always like the trip about a third of the way there strategy. Although that can be a little embarrassing for the runner on first base. The 1-0 to Lee. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Kingston Lee, the Kalua Kona native, out of Skagit Valley College up in Washington. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's going to do it for the bottom of the 4th. The Outlaws get 2 more. They make it 5-3 over the Wranglers. We'll be back in the top of the 5th here on the Front Range League Network.
Just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be F-E-A-R-L-E-S-S. Fearless. I did it all, I played pretend, I moved the mountains to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered.
Welcome back, folks, here on the Front Range League Network. I'm Bob Parsons. Alon Seepersod is on for his first inning of work here for the Outlaws. His first pitch to Ty Ramsey misses for ball 1. Second pitch misses again for ball 2. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Seepersod replaces Banning, who went 4 innings. They're hoping Alon can hopefully go the rest of the way, as that pitch is fouled off to the left side for strike 1. That pitch is lined into left field, possibly for extra bases. Ramsey's going to stay put at first, however. Outlaws now working with a 5-3 lead after 2 in the bottom half of the 4th. First pitch to Griffin misses out for ball 1. The 1-0 lands for strike 1. It's now 1-1. Seepersod checks on him over at first base. Seepersod out of Ontario, Canada, just outside of Toronto. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Seepersod had 25 2/3 innings of work over at Highland College with 20 strikeouts. He's hoping to get one here on Griffin. Checks back on Ramsey at first. And there goes the runner. That ball is popped up, possibly payable for Lee Jones, but it's out of play. Seepersod just finished up his freshman season over at Highland. Compared the Scottsbluff Gering area to Radiator Springs on his first impressions. For those Cars fans out there. The 1-2 misses. Count's going to even at 2-2 here on the Wranglers center fielder. Two. Swung on, popped up, out to center field. Barrio moving in on it. Basie moving back on it. He makes the grab for out number 1. Now it's going to be Noah Dupaya. Dupaya doubled his last time up. Had the RBI hit by pitch back in the first. Diving back is Ramsey. The throw over is not in time. The 0-0 to Dupaya. Runner goes. Throw on is not in time. Another great throwback there by Grayson Matlock. As Ramsey moves into scoring position. Pyle looking to get his second RBI of the night. The 0-1 foul back for strike 2. C. Prasad delivers. Off speed misses away for ball 1. The 1-2 swung on, fouled out of play to the right side. We'll do the 1-2 again. The 1-2 misses low. That's going to get by Matlock. As Ramsey moves into third. Count's also going to even at 2-2. Dupaya represents the tying run here for the Wranglers. The 2-2. Checks his swing. Did he go? Umpire says he did for strike 3. C. Prasad has his first strikeout as an outlaw, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. And in steps Tegan Riley, who's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts today. First pitch to him, misses up and in for ball 1. That pitch is going to get to the backstop. Matlock flips to C. Prasad, not in time. The third run scoring on a pitch that got to the backstop is now 5-4. Outlaws lead gets cut in half. Nobody on now, 2 outs. The 2-0 lands for strike 1. C. Prasad trying to get out of this one. The 2-1 popped up out of play to the right side. Is now 2-2. The 2-2 swung on, hit out to right field. Ranging back on it is Maloney for out number 3. C. Prasad finishes his first inning of work, but does give up a run. The Outlaws still lead 5-4 here on the Front Range League Network.
I would have gone to war for you. I would have bent the earth in two just to get to our ever after. Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Whoa. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again. Let
Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into Front Range League action. Brody Smear on for his second inning of work, as he will try and keep that game at 5-4. He's going to be facing Seth Onstead, CJ King, and Grayson Matlock. Tegan Maloney having 3 RBIs tonight so far. RBI single and a 2-run home run. Beautiful sunset going down here at Oregon Trail Park. Sun setting in the opposite direction, but we can see the clouds starting to turn some fun colors here. Beautiful day for baseball here on this Thursday evening. First pitch to Onstead. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Onstead a walk and a fly out today. The 0-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. He's going to step out for a sec. The 0-2 on its way from Smearer. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And in steps C.J. King. One of those Coalinga College kids playing for T.C. Fairfield. He's a switch hitting infielder. Hitting from the left side. Fouls that first pitch back for strike 1. The 0-1. Misses wide for ball 1. Count's going to even at 1-1. Smear delivers the 1-1. That pitch is fouled back. It is now 1-2 here on C.J. King. The 1-2. And that's going to land for strike 3. C.J. King goes down looking for the second out of the inning. And in steps Grayson Matlock to try and extend this inning. Class of 2026 grad. One of the younger guys on this Outlaws team. First pitch to him, grounded over to second base, fielded, throw on to Calabrese is in time for out number 3. It is a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll head to the top of the 6th here. Outlaws still lead 5-4.
answer. All right, we got it. So we have an answer. Thank you. Sir. Goes. All right. Sterling up. You're out of this one. All right, now, we are going to have the one thing that makes me the most mad. Okay, you can go over pet peeve. Everybody's got pet peeve. I got one I'm going to review in public, but pet peeve. What is one thing, if you could choose one to push or not, it would be this. Yeah, answer will work. Because a long answer is important than one answer. Remember when you go to the game. They call us out in the game because, we live here, so we're going out. All right? Ready? Sir, the one thing you could do or say to her that would make her mad. Drawing a blank. Okay, the answer is drawing a blank. What do we got? Leaving the dirty laundry? Oh my God. We're all guilty of that. All us guys are guilty of that.
Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into some Front Range League action. The Outlaws lead by 1 with just 6 outs to go in this 7-inning affair here in the Front Range League. Alon Seepersad is on for his 2nd inning of work here in the top of the 6th. He will face 7, 8, and 8, 9, and 1 this inning. Hoshi Yusei scored twice. First pitch to him. This is low for ball 1. Yusei scored both times on a wild pitch. He tripled back in the 2nd and walked back in the 4th. Second pitch to him misses. It's now 2-0. From Seepersad. Misses low for ball 3. The 3-0 misses for ball 4. And Yusei will have his second 4-pitch walk of the game. They'll bring up the 9-hitter, Jack Van Gorkum. First pitch to Van Gorkum misses in. No action down there in the Outlaws bullpen. Do have some action down in the Wranglers bullpen, however. Second pitch to Van Gorkum lands for strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled out of play to the right side. It's now 1-2 here on Van Gorkum. That ball misses, gets to the backstop. Yusei is going to cruise into second base. Now the tying run gets 90 feet closer. And that ball gets to the backstop once again, and now the tying run will just be 90 feet away. So the count runs full here. And Infield's now playing in for the Outlaws. Still nobody out. The 3-2. Swung on. Popped up. Basie moving back on it. Moving over to the right side. He makes the catch. Shows off that versatility in the field. C. Prasad able to get the infield pop-up to keep Hoshi Yusei at third for the time being. And in steps the pinch hitter. And that is Angus Brumbaugh pinch hitting here for Percy Odell. And he's ahead 2-0. 2-0 to him. That's going to hit him. Runner's now going to be at the corners here with one out. It's going to bring up Drew Longacre. It's pinch hitting here for the Wranglers. First pitch to Longacre misses low for ball one. Middle infielders playing back, corner infielders playing in. Second pitch to Longacre, fouled out of play to the right side, is now 1-1. Both the tying run and go-ahead run are on base. Tying run's just 90 feet away. That off-speed misses high for ball two. Go-ahead run is standing over at third base in the form of Angus Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh is going to go, and that pitch is fouled back. Count's going to even at 2-2 here on the Wranglers pinch hitter. Two on its way. Swung on, grounded softly over to third. King, the throw to first is in time. That will tie the game, however. Brumbaugh is going to move into second base. It's going to be the second out of the inning. It's going to be an RBI for Drew Longacre. And in steps Landon Calabrese. Landon Calabrese has a runner on second base here with two outs. First pitch from C. Prasad. Misses away for ball one. The 1-0 on its way. Swung on and miss for strike one. Count's going to even. The 1-1 lands for strike two. Here on the guy just outside of Denver, Colorado. The 1-2 swung on and fouled off. We'll do the 1-2 once again here. Calabrese has struck out and been hit by a pitch so far today. The 1-2 is fouled back. Calabrese battling here against C. Prasad. 1-2. It hit him. That's the second time today. And And the second time this inning that a Wrangler has been hit. Calabrese hit back in the first inning. It's going to bring up Ty Ramsey. Ramsey led off last inning with a single he later scored. Oh, to Ramsey, skied out to center. Barrios got a read on it. Wind playing with it a little, but he's able to secure it for out number 3. The Wranglers are able to tie it here in the top of the 6th. We're going to bottom of 6 here on the Front Range League Network.
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for. But babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been it, so my heart was shattered when it took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again, even for one night to see where it went. Here's the thing, you made your bed, I just got your stay out of my head. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. End of the road, nowhere to go. You cut the ties, you burn the rope. So don't let me see your name lighting on my phone when it was you who let go of everything we could have been.
Welcome back in, folks, to Front Range League action. I'm Bob Parsons, and we have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. Silas Balke is on to relieve Smearer after his 2 innings of work. Balke's out of Yuma, Colorado. It's one of those guys in the Front Range League who didn't get a lot of playing time this last spring. He's looking to make an impact here. First pitch to Gideon Leslie lands for strike 1. It's going to be 9-1-2 here for the Outlaws as they look to respond after the game was tied in the top of the 6th inning. Leslie hits the ball down the line. Great scoop over there by Van Gorkum, but he's not going to have a play. Leslie almost shot that one down the line, but he will have a leadoff infield single. And in steps Braden Basie, who's reached twice today, once on a single, once by a hit by pitch. He scored on that Tegan Maloney home run. He also scored on this wild pitch on the throwing error by Smearer back in the 4th. So that first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 from Balke. This is away for ball 2. Wranglers looking to respond here. That pitch misses high. It's now 3-0 here on Braden Basie. Outlaws looking to regain that lead. Gideon Leslie setting the table as the 9-hitter. Getting on base here with nobody out. 3-0 to Basie. Misses for ball 4, and they're going to have a runner in scoring position here with nobody out. And brings up most dangerous hitter of the day so far in Tegan Maloney. He had that 2-run home run back in the first. He had the RBI single back in the fourth. The 0 to Maloney. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Balky has a 3.6 so far this year in 5 innings of work. The stretch, the 0-1 from him. Swung on and missed for strike 2 here on Tegan Maloney. The RBI leader for the Outlaws awaits on deck in the form of Jaden Barrio. The 0-2 misses wide for ball 1. Tegan Maloney looking to do some damage here once again. Balky sets. The 1-2 on its way. Misses away for ball 2. Tegan Maloney trying to battle here. Got behind 0-2. It's now 2-2. Leslie at second. Basie at first. Basie represents the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 from Balky. Swung on, fouled out of the play to the left side. We'll do it again. The 2-2 on its way. Misses wide. Leslie's going to go to third. He's going to be safe. Basie's going to stay put at first, however, so there will be runners on the corners here. Got to imagine Basie's probably going to take off on the 3-2 here. To Maloney. A big 3-2 at that. The payoff to Maloney. Misses in for ball 4, and the first 3 batters reach here for the Outlaws. That's going to bring up the RBI leader in Jaden Barrio. And here comes pitching coach Chase Taylor for the Wranglers. They got some action going on down there in that Wranglers bullpen. Nobody up in that Outlaws bullpen, so you got to imagine it's going to be super sod whether they take the lead or not here. And you have exactly who you want up if you're the Outlaws here. You have your RBI leader. You have the guy who's hit 2 doubles already tonight. Then you got your average leader, the next 3 hitters. If you're the base runners, you just got to try and be as smart as possible, not try and run into any outs. Try and give your pitcher as much of a lead as you can, if a lead at all, going into the top of the 7th, possibly the last half inning if they can get and maintain a lead. Otherwise, we'll be going to extras. The first pitch to Barrio. Misses wide for ball 1. The corners are playing in. Middle infielders playing back, hopefully trying to get that double play ball here from Barrio, who's 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs tonight. Second pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-1 to Barrio. Misses wide for ball 2. He's got nowhere to put him. Leslie led off the inning with the infield single. That almost got down that third baseline. Then it's been back-to-back walks by Basie and Maloney. Both first and third basemen playing on the cut of the grass. The 2-1 misses away for ball 3. And it's got to be good if you're taking a hack here if you're Jaden Barrio. You want to try and hunt a mistake, but if it's borderline, you're probably taking. The 3-1 hit well down the line. They're going to field it, throw to first, and they're going to get 2, but Basie's going to score and take the lead. Heads up base running by the veteran in Basie. They're able to turn the double play, but Basie does get around from second on the ground ball to third base. And in steps Lee Jones, the big fella from Toronto. Maloney over on second. He's the only base runner. 1 run already in. The Outlaws are able to regain the lead. First base to Jones is fouled off to the left side. The 5-2-3 double play. Basie is able to score on. The 0-1 swung on and missed by Jones. It's now 0-2 on the Toronto kid as he takes time. He's shown the extra base power today. He'll just need to find outfield grass likely to score Maloney here with 2 outs. The 0-2 on its way to Jones. Misses wide for ball 1. Bauke lost Maloney after he had him 0-2. Here at TC Fairfield, you'd love to see him try and execute here and not let him get on base. The 1-2 to Jones. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. But the Outlaws are able to retake the lead on smart base running by Braden Basie, who has scored all 3 times he has gotten on base so far today. And we will head to the top of the 7th as the Outlaws look to close this one out. They lead 6-5 here on the Front Range League Network.
Back to me. The first one who gets back to me wins. Alrighty? 3, 2, 1, go. Still win. Close to the trade-off.
Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons, and you are tuned into Front Range League action here on the Front Range League Network. The Outlaws lead the Wranglers 6-5 after scoring 1 in the bottom of the 6th by some heads-up base running by Braden Basie. Lon Seepersod trying to close this one out here for the Outlaws on his 3rd inning of work here. Seepersod will face Griffin, Dupaya, and Riley. Can't hear myself. Griffin is digging into that right-handed batter's box here. Seepersod hoping to give the Outlaws their first win over their Wranglers here in their 5th matchup. So that first pitch misses low for ball 1. The leadoff walk came back to bite them last inning. He'd love to try and get a quick first out here. Just make it that more difficult to score that tying run. Second pitch misses low and away for ball 2. The 2-0 misses wide. It's now 3-0 here on the leadoff man. For the top of the 7th, Nick Griffin, manning center field tonight for the Wranglers. The 3-0. Heck, hit him. And that is the 4th hit batter of the night for the Wranglers. And out comes pitching coach AC. That's the last thing you want to do here. Just put the tying run on base, especially on a free pass. Looks like it's going to be Tommy Quintana down in the bullpen here. The typical starter. The Wranglers have not seen Quintana yet. He has just started against those Pioneers. It's going to be Dupaya, who's 1 for 2 so far today. An RBI hit by pitch back in the 1st, a double, and then a strikeout his last time up. First pitch to him lands for strike 1. He is 0 for 1 against Seepersod today with that strikeout. The 0-1 on Dupaya, swung on and missed for strike 2. Seepersod hoping to get that much-needed first out of this top of the 7th. Nick Griffin waits on first base. Seepersod gets the sign, fires. Griffin goes. He's going to have second base stolen as that ball gets by Matlock. It is now 1-2 here on Dupaya, but now the tying run has moved 90 feet closer. That pitch is skied out in foul territory on the right side, out of play. We'll do the 1-2 again. Seepersod hoping to get a big strikeout here. The 1-2 on its way. Swung on, hit hard, but down the line foul. Out of play. Dupaya's not going down without a fight here. Riley waits on deck. The 0-2 fouled out of play once again here to Dupaya. After Riley, it'll be Hoshi Yusei. The set by Seepersod. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. A big strikeout there by Seepersod for the first out of the inning. That tying run still waiting on second base. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. We are just playing 7 today, so if the Outlaws are able to get these final 2 outs, that will be all they need. First pitch to Riley. Misses low in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0 misses low again for ball two. That pitch misses high for ball three. The 3-0. Fouled off the knob of the bat there for strike one. A little bit of luck going the Outlaws' way there. Seepersod hoping to claw back into this one. The 3-1 on its way. Misses high for ball four. The go-ahead run is now on first base. And in steps Hoshi Yusei. A ground ball double play would end the game, but a double in the gap would likely take the lead for the Wranglers. First pitch to Yusei, swung on and missed a big hack there by Yusei for strike one. He was looking to do more than just take the lead on that one. The 0-1 misses wide with the off-speed for ball one. The 1-1 on its way. Misses low for ball two. You'd love to not put that tying run 90 feet closer here. The 2-1 on its way to Yusei. Misses for ball three. Runners on first and second, one out here in the top of the seventh. Seepersod in his third inning of work. The 3-1 on its way. Lands in the zone, and the count's going to run full here on Hoshi Yusei. The 3-2. Swung on, fouled off. Bit of a desperation swing there by Hoshi Yusei on the off speed as Seepersod had that one darting away from him. We'll do the payoff once again. Seepersod gets his sign. The set, the payoff, fouled out of play. We'll do it once again here. This next one's going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The payoff. Hit out to right field. That will land in fair territory. One run is going to come in to score, and they will tie the ball game. Riley is going to move into third, and Hoshi Yusei will have an RBI single to tie this one up. It's now going to be runners on the corners here for Jack Van Gorkum. Now you got to imagine they're probably going to try and cut this off, especially at the corners. They do not. First pitch to Van Gorkum misses low for ball one. The free passes come back to bite the Outlaws once again, which has been a theme of today's game for their pitching staff. The 1-0. Swung on and missed a big hack by Van Gorkum. It's now 1-1. There will be a bottom of the seventh plate in this one. The question is, will the Outlaws need to score to win or to keep playing? So that 1-1 to Van Gorkum mixes wide for ball two. It's now 2-1 here on the third baseman for the Wranglers. And they're trying to turn that lineup over. 2-1 misses away for ball 3. And that bloop single by Hoshi Yusei scores 1. As that pitch misses low for ball 4, it's the third free pass of the inning. It's going to load the bases. If you're Angus Brumbaugh here in your Wranglers debut, you're looking to do some damage, and out comes Coach McCoy. He's going to pull Seepersod here. He's going to go to Tommy Quintana, the typical starter. Putting him in a little bit of a jam here. We'll see what he can do here. We're going to head to break. We'll be right back here in this top of the 7th.
What's something I can do for you, darling? That would make you smile. I'll bring you flowers, girl. Enough to see for miles. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. I love your style, and I love your grace. Said I love to put a smile on your pretty little face. I love it when
Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into a great one here on the Front Range League Network. Tommy Quintana is going to try and get out of a bases loaded jam here with 1 out. He will be facing the top of the order in Angus Brumbaugh and then Drew Longacre. He'd love to get a ground ball double play and get out of this one. Quintana's been great all year at pitching to soft contact. And that is what you'll need here. There's nowhere to put Brumbaugh. They're hoping to keep this one a tie ball game. Brumbaugh here in his Wranglers debut. First pitch from Quintana. Swung on, hit well out to left field, but foul for strike 1. Dear Quintana, you're just trying to get out of this as best you can with the lead. The 0-1 from Quintana. Swung on, ground into the dirt for strike 2. Quintana's been great at keeping hitters just off balance enough. And Brumbaugh is down as he fouled that pitch off himself. That is about the last place you want to get hit by a baseball. We are hoping for the best for Brumbaugh. As a former catcher, that is not a fun feeling to have. My former coach, former football coach as well, just jumping up and down and trying to get the blood flow going is the best way out of that one. Brumbaugh still down. His teammates trying to cheer him on from the dugout. Home plate umpire Phil Gomes will help him up there. Like I said, even though it's difficult, the best thing you can do here is just get moving. Tommy Quintana throwing with the third baseman, C.J. King over there. The two Fresno area kids. Both going to Coalinga. T.C. Fairfield out checking on his guy. Looks like he will continue the at-bat here. It'll be 0-2 on him. Quintana trying to get the strikeout. It would be a big strikeout. Make it 2 outs here in the inning. Bases loaded. Tie ball game here in the top of the 7th. This one basically the 9th inning as we're only playing 7 today. The corners are in. The 0-2 misses in for ball 1. Drew Longacre waits on deck. He had an RBI ground out his last time up. The 1-2 swung on, hit down the line, foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. Wranglers trying to take the lead. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. Brumbaugh takes off for first, but he's got nowhere to go as the bases are loaded. It is now 2 outs here in the inning. Drop third strike only applies with a runner on first when there are 2 outs. There's only 1 there, but now there are 2. Here on the catcher for the Wranglers is Tommy Quintana. He's trying to escape this one. Longacre has swung a good bat for the Wranglers this summer. First pitch misses low. Matlock is able to keep it close for ball 1. Longacre leading this team in batting average. He's hitting .545 with a .643 on base and a .818 slug. He does have 1 home run on the year. You're Longacre here. You can't be thinking about the long ball. You just got to think about getting on base and getting a run in. Trying to take the lead. The 1-0. Lands for strike 1. Count's going to even. Quintana trying to dig deep and bulldog his way out of this one. The 1-1. Misses low. That's going to get by Matlock. The run is going to come in to score, and that will be the lead-taking pitch that gets by the backstop. And that will be the fourth run scored via a pitch getting to the backstop tonight for the Wranglers, and that is also how they take the lead. The 2-0 misses low, is now 3-1. Both runners will also move up, so they lose the force. Quintana try and get out of this one. The 3-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. The Outlaws will need to score 1 to keep playing 2 to win if they can get out of this one with just giving up the 2 in the inning. The payoff from Quintana. Hit well out to center. Barrio moving back on it. He's under it for out number 3. So 2 runs do score. The Wranglers take the lead. Tommy Quintana doing a great job to try and escape that jam there. It is 7-6. Wranglers lead the Outlaws. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th here. Welcome back in, folks. I'm Bob Parsons. You are tuned into some Front Range League action. The Wranglers put up their first crooked number of the day. And it proves crucial as they are able to take the lead 7-6 here in the bottom of the 7th. The Outlaws need 1 to keep playing, 2 to win. They'll have a good part of the order up in Kingston Lee, Seth Onnested, and C.J. King. And it looks like Xander Martinez will pinch hit for Seth Onnested. Martinez has had a good year at getting on base. Xander Martinez hitting .333 with a .481 on base and a .429 slug. First hitter, Kingston Lee, takes outside for ball 1. The Big Island native from Kailua Kona, leading these Outlaws in batting average. Second pitch to him, hit well, out to left field. Kingston Lee. And they're saying that went foul. Looks like that one hooked a little bit. Kingston Lee thought he had the game-tying home run. And you know what they say about all you can do at this point is it's either going to be another one of those that's going to go fair, it's going to be a strikeout or a walk. But as a batter, that's going to live in the back of your head. It's now 1-1 here on Kingston Lee. Put good barrel on that one. The 1-1 misses low and away for ball 2. Not surprising he didn't want to throw another one over the heart of the plate as Kingston Lee hit that one far but foul. The 2-1 lands for strike 2. Count's going to even at 2-2 here on Kingston Lee. He thought he had delivered the game-tying home run. The 2-2 to him. Skied out into the outfield. Oh, and it hits off the shortstop's glove. Kingston Lee's going to roll into second base. The lights playing with that one as Kingston Lee is on second after the lights play with Hoshi Yusei, and he is unable to track that one down. It clanks off his glove, and Kingston Lee is able to get into second base. And in steps the Modesto native, Xander Martinez. Pinch hitting for the Outlaws. Trying to find some outfield grass here and tie this game. If he can put out his first career home run, it would win it. The 0-0 to him. Hits him. And the go-ahead run is on first base here for the Outlaws. We have yet to see a walk-off here in the Front Range League. Will we see one tonight? And out comes Isaiah Murillo, the versatile and speedy Gering native, replacing Xander Martinez, who's nursing an ankle injury. They're going to have a meeting on the mound. McCoy's going to talk to C.J. King here. Xander Martinez did exactly what he was supposed to do here and get on base and put that go-ahead run on. In steps C.J. King, who's 0 for 3 so far today. He's going to square to bunt, pulls it back. for ball one. And they're going to put Christian McKernan to pinch hit for Grayson Matlock on deck. King squares again, lays one down. It's going to land in foul territory for strike one. Count's going to even at 1-1 here. Silas Balke for the Wranglers, trying to close this one out. It won't be easy at this point as the first two have reached on an error and a hit by pitch. Nobody out, runners on first and second. The 1-1 to King. Squares the bunt again, lays it down. Great bunt, Balke fields. He's got nowhere to go. And the bases will be loaded with nobody out. Everybody is safe, and here comes the powerful bat of Christian McKernan. A great bunt by C.J. King, being a great team player for this Outlaws team. Christian McKernan trying to put this one away or at least tie it with a fly ball. The infield is playing in. And out comes T.C. Fairfield. We have yet to see a walk-off here in the Front Range League. Will we see one tonight? Gideon Leslie awaits on deck. Then it will be Braden Basie. Long meeting on the mound here. Got to imagine that's how you're going to approach McKernan and how the defense is going to approach this here. McKernan has 2 home runs on the year. He's got 4 RBIs. He's hitting .370 for these Outlaws. The .553 on base and a .630 slug. So he does have power in that bat. The first pitch to McKernan misses low and away for ball one. They got nowhere to put McKernan. The game would be tied if they walk him. Kingston Lee's on first. Murillo pinch running on second. C.J. King on third. That ball is going to get to the backstop, and this game is going to be tied. Grady Manuel pinch running for Kingston Lee. Scoring on that one. Another wild pitch scores a run. And now the winning run is just 90 feet away. Everybody in that Outlaws dugout, all of that positive energy as they are on the top step here for Christian McKernan. We'll see if Christian McKernan can send the fans home happy here. Infield playing in. Any hard ground ball will likely get past them. Outfield playing in as well. The 2-0 misses wide. It is now 3-0 here on the pinch hitter, Christian McKernan. If he can get any barrel on ball here, he'll likely end it. Swung through that one on the 3-0. He got the 3-0 green light, and he took a hack. We have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. Still nobody out. Runners on second and third. The 3-1. That's going to get by. In comes Murillo, and the Outlaws give the Wranglers a taste of their own medicine, scoring 2 runs on 2 wild pitches here in the bottom of the 7th. They take down the Wranglers for the first time this summer, and they will take home the win 8-7 here on the Front Range League Network in a great game here on a Thursday evening. We will be right back with a post-game interview with our player of the game. But it was a lot of aggressive base running tonight that paid off for both teams. We will be right back with that post-game interview. The Outlaws take down the Wranglers 8-7 in walk-off fashion.
Welcome me into the fold, blooming flowers.
Welcome back, folks, to the Front Range League Network. I am here with our post-game interview. I'm joined by Tegan Maloney, who had himself a night. 3 RBIs, 2 for 3 with a home run, RBI single, and a walk. What was kind of the vibes in the dugout? You guys were able to claw back even after they were able to take that lead in the top of the 7th. What was your guys' kind of approach throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, the energy was really high, especially this game. All the guys were getting hype, and it kind of led to us towards the end, being able to make that comeback at the end. And I think, yeah, energy was definitely a big part of that win.
Did you know it off the bat on that home run?
No, I didn't. I kind of lost it. I was just making sure that I touched first, and then I saw the umpire giving the home run sign when I was rounding second. So
I did not see how close that foul ball from Kingston Lee was. How close was that to being a game-tying home run for him?
it was like probably 10 feet. It was within 10 feet. It was really close. He hammered that ball.
So going from mainly pitching in college to now being mainly a hitter for these Outlaws, you've had a lot of success. What has that kind of been like for you, changing basically positions?
Yeah, it was hard for me. It's still kind of hard. Hitting, I've found at a collegiate level, takes a lot more practice and more in-game experience. So that was kind of the whole point of me coming here. That was our plan, me and my coach, just to get some live at-bats. But now I'm starting to find my groove again. You know, as you said, I pretty much just pitched this year. But I am a hitter still, and I keep on reminding people that. So, yeah, it's nice when it kind of pays off and I can do something cool.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't just told them verbally. You've told them a little bit with your play as well. Hit very well so far this summer for the Outlaws in your short stint so far. 2 home runs as well. Are you known for your home runs? Are you a big power guy?
I'm not, really. Those are my number 2 and number 3 homers with a wood bat ever. So I'm usually, I don't know, singles, doubles guy, but ball is flying here and I'm seeing it pretty well. Just getting under a little bit, which I'm working on, but it's paid off today.
What does this mean to take down the Wranglers for the first time this year? You guys kind of started slow against them. What was kind of the message before the game from Coach McCoy?
I mean, every time – I mean, I've only played them twice since I've been here, but every time after the game, Coach McCoy is always like, dang it, man, I just want to beat these guys once. Like, we got to get after them. So he made us a deal that if we beat the Wranglers, then the whole coaching staff would play them off with us. So I'm going to hold him to that. I can see him walking there. I hope he can can come through with that.
That should be a fun next bus ride. That will be our last question for the fans. What is your favorite role to play in Mafia?
Ooh. You know, everyone knows on the team I'm a super townie. You know, sometimes I get recruited to the Mafia, and I don't like it, man. My parents raised me to be a super townie. So I would like to say I'd like to be a cop, you know, clean cop, not dirty cop. So I can, you know, kind of sniff out the Mafia and win it for the townies.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you for stopping by for the post-game interview. Tegan Maloney, 2 for 3 tonight, 3 RBIs. Great night for you, and great luck going forward. We'll be right back here with the rest of the post-game.
As much as I can hold, I'm gone away. I'm gone away. I'm gone away. And the sun gonna shine on a brand new day for me. A brand new day for love. Brand new day for me. Brand new day for love. Yeah, I'm motorboating.
Welcome back in, folks, to the post-game show here on the Front Range League Network. Just had a great opportunity to talk with our player of the game, Tegan Maloney. Went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 of them coming on a home run, 1 of them coming on a bloop single to center field. And the story of this game was balls getting to the backstop. About half the runs scored today came on that sequence, whether that was wild pitches, a pass ball. So that's definitely going to be a theme that coaches are definitely going to probably push going forward. Aggressive base running as well paid off for both teams. Braden Basie making a great heads-up play on what would have been a detrimental double play by Jaden Barrio back in the 6th inning. But he's able to score from second on a ground ball to third. And that comes in as a crucial run as the first walk-off of the summer, as Isaiah Murillo, the hometown kid, able to send folks home happy as he's able to speed home on that game-winning wild pitch. Thank you for tuning in tonight on the Front Range League Network. We will be back tomorrow night as the Pioneers host the Nebraska Outlaws at 6:35. We'll be going live at 6:20. On the Front Range League Network and KNEB. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am Bob Parsons, and good night.